Bitcoin had another crazy week. We broke the resistance and now we're bouncing back to support. In this video I will tell you how to make money using my strategy. I will have a look at Bitcoin on several time frames and I will also have a look at some altcoins with you. Today is my birthday, so drop a like and a comment under the video so you support the channel. And subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss a video in the future. You can also follow me on X where I post my daily content about crypto in general. And let's dive right into the charts. Yesterday, after the closing hours, Bitcoin opened its CME gap and it's a little bit above the 69,000. We are seeing a little bit of a downside for Bitcoin during the first hours of the weekend. But what we can expect for Bitcoin is that we're coming close to the CME gap again and that we're going to trade around this. And eventually, I expect that we're going to close the gap at the end of the weekend. Or maybe a little bit during the first hours of the trading hours on Monday. So keep an eye out on this pattern, and I don't expect too much volatility during this weekend. But of course there can always be a weekend pump or a weekend dump. And as the title was saying, how to get rich with my trading strategy, and I will tell you everything about it. Last week I've been talking about this huge inverse head and shoulders for Bitcoin. And I was talking about it here that we're going to make a potential right shoulder. And yeah, we did. So we came back to this huge resistance area. We broke this area like expected, but there is another big resistance area. So you have to keep in mind that you always gain the first area, then you come at this resistance, and it's very likely that you then come back to this first resistance area to turn it into support. And as we can see a beautiful touch point for this resistance to turn it into support, and then we come further back up. You can see also that we're interacted with this previous price action, and we finally broke it to the top side, so that is huge. And then you can see we're coming to the next big resistance, and that is also due to historical price action for Bitcoin. So you can just draw these horizontal lines, and then you can see we interacted with this historical price action for Bitcoin. We saw a rejection, and now we are back at this previous resistance, because this was previous resistance, and now we are turning it into support, and we also already can see a bit of a bounce. The trading strategy is that you can long on the after the confirmation of the breakout. So first we can see a breakout here, then you have to wait for a retest at the previous resistance to turn it into support, and from this point you can enter the market in a long. And if you did it from here, to the next big resistance, it is 4%. And if you trade it all the way up, it was more than 10%. So that is an insane trade to make, especially when you do it with leverage, just like me. So yeah, this is my trading strategy, and it is very easy. Of course, in hindsight, everything seems easy. But yeah, I've been talking about this potential trade here. Of course, always do your own research on every trade, so don't copy my trades blindly. But yeah, I've been talking about these trades on my X channel, on my YouTube channel, and also in my free Telegram group. So yeah, if you want to be updated about these trades, you have to follow me there. And yesterday was another very bullish day for Bitcoin ETF. The Bitcoin ETF saw an inflow of $252 million into, so that's an insane amount. What can we expect for the coming days? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we can see a lot of more inflow. We saw 10 consecutive days of inflow into the ETF, so that is 2 full trading weeks. And yeah, on average, since the Bitcoin ETF started, we saw an inflow of $145 million. Yeah, and as I was saying last week, we made an all-time high with the cumulative inflows. And yeah, this spike is looking a little bit like the extension of the earlier days of the Bitcoin ETF. Yeah, and this is going to be looking good. And if we can see another 10 days of consecutive inflow for the Bitcoin ETF, yeah, I believe Bitcoin will trading at all-time high soon. On X, I've been talking about this resistance and support level for Bitcoin. And you can see Bitcoin was back at this huge support level after retesting from this resistance. We saw a huge rejection and then came back to this support. And if we then look at the chart, we can see that we are seeing a little bit of a bounce already. So that is huge. And yeah, this is a very good level for Bitcoin, so the support is holding strong. You could have entered the market in this position in a long, and then you can already see a bounce. So what we want to see for Bitcoin next week is that we're going to see a revisit of this resistance area and maybe break it to the top side. Then we have to wait for a confirmation of the breakout, a retest of the previous resistance to turn it into support, and from there you can enter the market. So yeah, that will also be a very interesting trade to make. And if we gain this level, yeah, we will immediately see a new all-time high. And especially with the inflows in the Bitcoin ETFs, this is very possible. And this monthly chart I want to have a look at with you is a very interesting chart to look at, because we can see this huge previous resistance area around the previous autumn high. We saw an autumn high here in the previous bull cycle, and now we are broke above this level, and yeah, we retested this level as support, and we already can see a huge bounce in the month of May. Yeah, and what we can expect for Bitcoin here is that we're going to see more upside, because we are seeing a bullish retest of this previous resistance, and I expect that we're going to see more upside from here. And yeah, this month we are already up for 13%, so that's insane. And the first altcoin I want to discuss with you is Chainlink. We can also see Chainlink is at this huge resistance area, because we can see historical price action for Chainlink at this area. And last week we saw a huge support area getting hold, and we broke out of this consolidation pattern on the daily time frame. So that was a bullish move, and we saw a huge run up. Yeah, and now we are at this resistance area. And we can currently see a little bit of a break for Chainlink, because Chainlink wants to break this area, but the break is not looking all too strong. I want to see a big daily candle above this resistance area to confirm the breakout, and from there we can maybe retest this previous resistance as support, and from there you can enter the market in a long and aim for higher targets. But for now we have to be a little bit patient for what's going to happen for Chainlink on the shorter time frame, because we can also see maybe a little bit of a double top and then come further back down. But yeah, we all want to see that we're going to see a break to the top side, and that we're going to see more bullish price action for Chainlink unfolding. And another interesting altcoin with a lot of price action is Vechain. Vechain was yesterday back at this support area after this huge consolidation pattern to the downside. We saw multiple touch points on the downward sloping resistance line and also on the downward sloping support line. So this was a very interesting move for Vechain. We saw a breakout. We came back to this huge support area for Vechain. We currently can see that we are seeing a little bit of a bounce. And I also discussed this on my X channel. We can see yesterday I said we need to show some strength for Vechain. We have to hold this support, and from there we can maybe enter the market in the long, and then you aim for more upside. And this is especially what Vechain did, and we are seeing a little bit of a bounce. So that is beautiful. But we want to see a little bit more strength coming into the market for Vechain. And the breakout target of this falling wedge formation is the top side of the formation, which is around the 5 cents. So that's still a huge move for Vechain to make. So we have a long way to go, but you could potentially make 40% on this trade. So that will be an insane trade to make. And the last altcoin I want to discuss with you is RUNE. If we then look at RUNE at the daily time frame, we can see this huge support area, and on the top side we can see this huge resistance area. We want to see a break of this point, because we are currently seeing a little bit of a rejection this week. We want to see the RUNE is getting a revisit of this resistance area, maybe break it to the top side, retest this previous resistance as support. From here you can enter the market in the long and aim for higher targets. But for now we have to be a little bit cautious, because we can also maybe visit the lower side support again. And then from there you can also look at some long opportunities. So here you can also beautifully see that the resistance and support areas are getting respected, and that you can always act on them. So yeah, this is my trading strategy, and yeah, these kind of strategies could make you very, very rich if you respect them. But as I was saying, always do your own research on every trade, and don't just blindly follow anyone who is saying that you have to go into trade. And also I want to say the RUNE is in this beautiful uptrend, so we can expect maybe a little bit more uptrend for RUNE, and eventually that we're going to break this resistance. So that will be very beautiful. But we have to be a little bit patient, and yeah, if we are going to see that, it will be next week. So this was it for today. Slap up that like button, comment under the video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel to never miss a video. If you want to trade with me, you can click this partner links for me in the description of this video, and you have to just sign up and create an account. You can follow me on X, where I post my daily content about Bitcoin and just crypto in general. I will post a lot of altcoins there, just crypto related news. I hope you have a good weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.